Okay, I understand.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Con.
I'm just waiting for the clock.
Oh, isn't it 6? Oh.
Ding,
I'm
ding.
going by Bert's clock.
Oh, okay.
So it's 8 there, 6 there.
What are we having? Oh, never mind.
It's 6 o'clock, and I'm calling this meeting of the Navasota Zoning Board of Adjustment to order. We're meeting at 200 East McAlpine Street in City Council Chambers, and we have a quorum. And I don't see that there's probably anybody here to talk about anything other than the agenda item.
That's correct.
Okay.
I just,
Okay, so I'll go right to number 3.
how about this guy?
He's here for the agenda item.
Huh?
He's here for the agenda
Ah,
item.
okay. I just want to make sure he wasn't ignored.
Conduct a public hearing for the purpose of receiving public comment and testimony regarding a zoning variance application submitted by Jose Ortiz. The variance application requests an 11-foot rear building setback along the southern property lines, varying from Article 9, R3, high-density multi-dwelling unit, residential district, 20-foot rear setback requirements for the construction of 2 single dwellings on 2 separate lots. The properties affected are located at 905A and 905B West Virginia Street in Navasota, Grimes County, Texas, 77868, legally described as Washington Park, Block K, Lot 3 and 4. And I'll call this public hearing to order at 6:01, or open the public hearing at 6:01.
Oh,
Madam Chair, Zoning Board of Adjustment, just to briefly summarize the request as you read, the applicant is seeking an 11-foot rear setback, which means a 9-foot encroachment into the 20-foot rear setback established in the R3 zoning district. Mr. Ortiz is here tonight if you'll have any questions about the request. Really the main reasoning behind the request, I was talking about it with Mr. Ortiz even before the meeting. He just really wants to put a little bit higher square footage in this neighborhood. Right now the popular model is a 3-2 with a garage, and obviously the more space that he can have to build that footprint, the better. In your packet, you do have the site plan that shows what that proposed 11-foot rear setback would look like, with the existing setbacks on all the other sides meeting the requirements. And again, Mr. Ortiz is here if you'll have any questions, and if there's something that gets lost in translation, I can help translate a little bit.
Okay. Mr. Ortiz, could you come to the microphone, please? You'd state your name.
Jose Ortiz.
En la dirección también, Mr. Ortiz, de dirección de su hogar donde vive ahorita.
Oh, sí. ¿La dirección de la casa?
La dirección de donde usted vive.
¿La quieren?
Ajá, nomás para el record.
2519 Warwood Lane, Bryan, Texas, 77803.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions, or did you want to give us a summary, any more of a summary?
No, I think that really covers it. It's just that 9-foot encroachment to be able to fit that little over 1,800 square foot home with a garage on the property.
where's Virginia Street?
It's the street the Progressive Center's on, but this is
Yes.
past it, several
Okay.
blocks
Yep.
past it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think you had, when we talked earlier, you said that the houses themselves the lot, nothing has to be replatted, and the site plan does not have to go to planning and zoning.
That's correct, yeah. So if you notice on the legal description, even of the item, Block K, Lot 3 and 4 of the Washington Park subdivision, if you look on the appraisal district, it shows as 1 square. However, legally on the ground, it is 2 separate individual lots that he's proposing to build those 2 homes on. And no, site plans for single-family homes and duplexes are exempt from planning and zoning site plan approval. Those can be done administratively.
Okay. Have you built any other homes here in Navasota?
¿Qué dice?
¿No ha construido otras casas en Navasota?
No, son las primeras.
Yeah, this is his first one in town. I was chatting with him before the meeting. He has built several in Bryan and the surrounding areas, Anderson, but not in Navasota yet. So this is his first two properties in Navasota.
Okay, are they going to look like the houses over on, I forgot what the next street was?
Roosevelt.
On, Roosevelt Street.
Se
yes.
van a ver las casas muy similares a las que construyeron nuevas atrás en la Roosevelt.
It's two gables. The front of the house is two gables.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
gables and a garage. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just maybe the same, for the back of the house, it's the same.
okay.
Yeah,
Are you building the house yourself or you have another contractor?
¿cómo se dice? Las voy a vender.
He is the contractor. Yeah, he is a
Okay.
contractor. Yeah, so he's building these to sell.
Okay.
Do you own the lots behind it on Roosevelt? I
Uh,
usually look that up, but I didn't.
No,
I
no,
didn't
it's someone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Originally, one owner used to own all four, but the two got sold to Mr. Ortiz, and the back two was sold to someone else. I can't remember the company name right now.
Okay.
And Connie, here's that one of the elevations, the front elevations. It's kind of hard to see, but so it's very similar to the Roosevelt Street houses.
Esa es una y la otra. La otra esa es hips. For the front, son hips. In the second house, two gables. There's two gables is over there.
Okay. So they won't be identical, is what he's saying?
No, they'll be mirrored, basically.
Quiero que se mire bonito aquí en Navasota.
Yeah, he really wants to beautify Navasota by putting these new homes out there.
More construction, more houses.
Good.
Yeah.
So I noticed the setbacks on each side will be 7.5 feet?
Yes, that is actually from a zoning amendment the council passed a few years ago,
Okay.
where if you have a lot that's 50 feet or less in width, instead of your 15 setback that traditionally applies in the R3 zone, you get a 7.5 on the side. So this is exactly why it was done, is to encourage single-family development.
And usually air conditioners and things like that go on the side of the house anyway, so the back would really just affect how much of backyard
Yeah, I mean,
they
I love
have,
them.
right? And
Yeah.
they know that when they buy it.
Right,
If
yeah.
they do or don't want a lot of backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I vote for not a lot.
Yeah, some people don't want to mow as much, right?
Amen to that.
I don't believe in mowing.
Now, is it just Pecan Lakes that has the power supplies and all of that in the front yard? Or is his gonna have to have it?
No, in this neighborhood, there's overhead power, so there's not going to be any pedestals.
Good.
Yeah, the service line from the main
Yeah,
pole
that's fine.
goes underground, but not the pedestals.
Yeah.
I know there appeared to be two driveways, one on each side of the lot.
Mm-hmm.
Will those, are you gonna use those existing driveways? Is that what he's gonna work with, or?
Los driveways que ya están ahí ahorita, ¿los va a tener que mover o están en el mismo lugar donde se van a quedar?
No, lo tengo que mover.
Yeah, he'll have to move them. They're not aligned correctly with the floor plan.
Okay. So will there be, of course, the rest of the street doesn't have curb and gutter. How will that blend in with
Yeah, it'll be concrete driveways with a culvert in the ditch,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
On each side. So yeah, there's no plans to do curb and gutter there. It's all open channel drain ditch there. So
Okay.
just a culvert and concrete drives.
Anybody else have any questions, Mr. Ortiz?
No, ma'am.
Well, I guess I'll close the hearing at 6:09. And we'll go to the second half of this item. You could go ahead and sit down if you like.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Ortiz.
Consideration and possible action on order number 2-2025, approving a zoning variance submitted by Jose Ortiz. Variance application request an 11-foot rear building setback residential district, 20-foot rear setback requirement for the construction of 2 single dwellings on 2 separate lots. The properties affected are located at 905A and 905B West Virginia Street in Navasota, Grimes County, Texas, 77868, legally described as Washington Park, Block K, Lot 3 and 4. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the zoning variance.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Phillips and a second by Mr. Vaughn. Any discussion? I would like to say that when I went over there to look at it, and I was looking through at I was so surprised at Roosevelt Street and how, what's going on over there and how nice it's looking. And I know one of the reasons for denying or whatever has to do with being in the public interest, and I personally think it's in the public interest to allow these houses to be built over there. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But anyway, so all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to,
Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
You're always right, though.
Thank you for bringing everything to the city.
we'll move on to number 4. Consideration and possible action on the meeting minutes for March 19th, 2025, meeting as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
We have a motion by Mr. Phillips and a second by Ms. Badato. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And item number 5 is the adjourn.
6:12.
Better do this more or less often.
Yeah. What?